All right, so hello and welcome to another video installment from the Brookings Arts Council. As always, my name is Shelby Meyer, and today we are going to be doing a little bit of painting. So I'll do some supplies, we'll talk about supplies, and then we'll get right into the project. So today I do have a piece of string. You will need some string. I have a paintbrush. I have my cup of water. I have a paper towel, and then I have a paper plate, and I have my white piece of paper just on my regular old clipboard. So then today we are going to do some string pull prints. And so today I just have the primary colors, so red, blue, and yellow. I'm gonna squirt some of those out on my paper plate and use it as a paint palette is what we're doing. Equally spaced apart, not super far, because we are going to be doing something a little bit different with that string, so not a regular painting, but just a little bit different, and I'll show you how we got it laid out. Okay, so not super far apart, but not super close. So I got them like so, and then I'm going to lay my string in the paint. So, like that. I'm going to use my brush. I'm going to get it a little bit wet. And I'm going to push that string down and make sure that when you're pushing it down, you're kind of getting that string in the paint. You don't want your string to be white anymore. You want to paint kind of that paint on top of it. In between colors, I highly recommend kind of washing out your brush. You can use as much of the string as you'd like, or as little. Doesn't matter to me. Sorry, my cats are being kind of noisy today. Make sure that you're kind of adding a little bit of water. Okay, red's all done. Okay, wash out and do my very last color, which is yellow. And then I'll show you what we're doing. So once we got this paint prepped and your string is all good to go, and keep in mind that when you're making your string, if you use the primary colors, if you mix the primary colors, you can get kind of a rainbow of colors. So if that interests you, you can always do that. You can get all the way from yellow to orange to green, depending on what order you put your colors down in. And I'll show you kind of what we got working with. Make sure your brush is washed out really, really well. We don't want it to dry with paint in it. So my string is still in it. My ends are white, but I got it all covered up. It's no longer white where it's in the paint. Okay, so that's prepped and ready. I'm gonna take my piece of paper. I'm gonna fold it in half this way, like so, the hot dog style, or hamburger style, not hot dog style. I say it wrong every time. So like so. So it opens up here. I'm gonna make sure it's kind of creased open. I'm gonna put my string, I'm holding those two ends that are clean and lifting it off the paper plate here, like so. So there's our string. Don't wanna touch it and get hands all painted. And you're gonna lay it down in the middle, kind of like so. We want our strings off the edge, and we're gonna close our paper on it. So it's open like that. We'll close our paper. Make sure that's nice and creased. And then we're gonna pull these two ends. We're gonna pull them out. Make sure that you don't get the paint on you. And you kind of wanna hold the paper so that the strings kind of go all around. You have the string, you can put that back down on your piece of on your paper plate so that it doesn't get messy. And then you can kind of open up and see what you got. So we pulled the string out with all those different colors, so you get kind of a cool design as it pulled out. If you want to put a book on top of it while you pull, you can get kind of more concise color instead of trying to hold it down yourself, like in the middle while you're pulling it out. If you put something heavy on top to kind of make sure that that string touches the paper the whole way. But this is what you got going. So you got some symmetry, you got some color, some kind of cool stuff. It's called string, like pull string art. So that's what I got for you today. If you have questions, concerns, suggestions, things like that, you can always reach out to the Brookings Arts Council. I'd love to see what you're doing and what you're making. But again, that's all I got for you this week. So until next week, that's all I've got. Have a good day.